Good morning, students. Welcome to your computer class. Today we are going to learn about accessing data of an array. Accessing data of an array. So we have already discussed and you have already learnt how to declare the array variable. First video, second video, I was explaining about these two things. That is, you have already learned how to declare the array variable, and in my last video you have learned how to store value into an array, how to declare array variable and how to store value into an array. So now we are going to learn how to access the data of an array. For example, you have already stored the value inside the array. Now how you are going to access them? How are you going to print them? How are you going to display them? So we are going to learn those techniques today. That is what accessing data of an array, right? So we have already learned that the values or elements are stored in an array and referred to by their index. That means in order to store the values into an array, we have already discussed that index matters a lot. Index value matters a lot. Okay, so as index or the indices, that is the total number of index values, plays a vital role to store the values or the elements in an array, and it helps us to even access those values from the array. That means index helps us to store the value as well as in order to access the values. So in order to store as well as to access the value, we need the index number or index values. Okay, so in order to access the array elements, we need actually two things. Do you know what are they? First, the array name. What is the name of the array or the array variables? You need the array variables. And second thing, what do you need? That is the index value. Index value, where the required data is stored. Index value, as I told you, index value is nothing but it's a location or it's an address of that your particular value or that particular elements. So you need only two things in order to access the data, that is array name as well as the index value. Let us see an example. For example, int name equal to Delhi, Goa, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhubaneswar. So I have stored 5 cities name inside this array. That is the name array. Sorry, it's not int. It must be a string. This must be a string. Okay, so string name equal to Delhi, Goa, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhubaneswar. Okay, so what is the location of these elements? We have stored these 5 elements inside this array, but what are their position? Those position is called as your index number. So Delhi is in zeros place because index starts from 0. You can see it here, name at 0. That means index, array name at zeros place. What is there? Delhi is there. Then name at ones place. Ones place, what is there? Goa is there. Goa is here. And name at second place, 2. Index value 2. What is there? Chennai is there. Name at 3. Array, in this array, there are 5 names are there. Out of 5, in 3 place, which name is there? That is the Mumbai. Then name at 4, Bhubaneswar. Okay, so now we are going to access the array elements because we know the address. We know the address. Sometimes you may take it into consideration that these are the roll numbers and these are the students' name, or if these are the city names, this may be their code number or their locations. Okay, so now we are going to access the array elements. Remember, in order to store as well as in order to access the array elements, you need always these numbers. These are the index numbers. Okay, so now look at this carefully. String name equal to Delhi, Goa, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhubaneswar. Suppose you want to print or display the array elements. What are the array elements? What are the contents of the array? That is all these 5 cities name, and you want to display them. So what you have to do? You need 2 things. What were that? One is the array name and another is the index value. If you write system.out.println this array name and 0, then Delhi will be printed. Delhi will be displayed on your screen. So let's take an example. System.out.println name. What is this name? That is the name of the array 3. That means I want to print the name that is present in the index value 3. Which name is present in the index value 3? So Mumbai. So what will be your output? Your output will be Mumbai. Mumbai will be printed or displayed on your monitor. Like that, system.out.println name 2. In this array, which city's name is in index value 2? Index value 2, you can see Chennai's name is there. So what will be the output? The output will be Chennai. Chennai will be displayed on the screen or on the monitor, right? If suppose if you write individual statement for each city name, it is really tiresome and repeating the same work again and again. That means suppose if you want to display all the cities name, then there are 5, so 5 times you have to write system.out.println, right? But suppose there are 100 cities names are there, so are you going to write system.out.println like this, as we have written system.out.println name 0, name 1, name 2, like that? Then how many times you are going to write? You may be writing it 100 times. And in order to overcome from that, what we have to use, so we can take the help of for loop to access those elements easily. We can avoid the redundancy and the repetition of the same work again and again. What we were writing system.out.println, that can be avoided using the for loop. How it is? Look at the example. For example, string name equal to the same thing, Delhi, Goa, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhubaneswar. So if you want to display all the cities name or city name, then what you are going to do? You are going to write a for loop. You look at very carefully. For int I equal to 0, I should be less than 5, because index starts from 0 and it should be I should be less than 5. That means we have only 5 cities name. Okay, if it is less than equal to, then there will be error. So I plus plus. Now system.out.println name at I. Name at I. Initially, what is the value of I? I equal to 0. So which city is in the zeros place? That is Delhi is there. So what will be the output? Output will be Delhi. After printing Delhi, it will go for the iteration part, I plus plus. So I was 0. Now I will be, the I's value will be 1. And 1 is again less than 5. So it comes here, the name at I. Now what is the value of I? I is 1. So 1's place, what is there? Goa. So Goa will be printed. After that again it will go for I plus plus. I will become 2. And 2 is again less than 5. It comes and it prints name at 2's. Name at index value 2. What is there? Chennai. So Chennai will be printed. After printing Chennai, it will go for iteration. I plus plus. I becomes 3. And 3 is less than 5. It is true. It will get inside the body and it will print the name at index value 3. What is there? Mumbai is there. So Mumbai will be printed. After printing Mumbai, it will again go for iteration. I plus plus, I becomes 4. And 4 is less than 5. That is true. It comes inside. Again, it will print the one content of this array name, that is I's place. Which what is the value of I? I is 4. In 4th place, what is there? Bhubaneswar. So Bhubaneswar will be printed, and after printing Bhubaneswar, it will go for iteration. I plus plus, I becomes 5, and it comes here 5 is not less than 5. So the loop terminates at, and as a result you will get, what is the output? That is Delhi, Goa, Chennai, Mumbai and Bhubaneswar you will get as an output. I hope you have understood this, how to use and how to access the array elements. It's so simple. So here I have given some homeworks for you. Write a program to input 10 names of your friends and display their names. It's very simple. You have to declare one array variable. You have to store 10 names and you have to display. Then next program is write a program to accept 5 subjects name and their marks in 2 different array and display them. That means you have to declare 2 arrays, okay, and in one array you have to write the subject's name, 5 subjects name, and in another array their respective marks, and you display the subject as well as the marks. Okay, thank you very much. Stay at home and stay safe. God bless you. Thank you.